All right, guys, let's get it in. It's late here, and per usual, and I got some cool information to share with you guys. But let's get this sorted, and then we'll talk. So, all right, we just get to get some of the chat and stuff sorted, and then we'll get rolling. All right, now we got that sorted. Boom. That should be a live link. Pin and good. All right, we're in it to win it. Hey, Sandy, welcome back. Welcome back. All righty. We're about to go bench. I'm going to throw my flannel back on, and we're going to go bench because it is still quite frosty. I need to warm up. Just finished at the gym, about to start my workout. For some reason, your message got retracted, Sandy. I'm not sure what it said. I don't know what you said that got it retracted. Oh, you're trying to get over COVID. You're trying to get over COVID. Well, hopefully you get over COVID quick. Yeah, that's no good. That's not a fun time. All right. We'll do a couple buttons here so I don't freeze because it is cold out. There's a heap of snow outside for South Carolina at least. It's a lot of snow for here. All right. Yeah. That's no good. Hopefully you get over it quick. Hopefully you I don't know how you're not too far from where I'm at right now. There's no way. It's here. Hold on, guys. I'll show you guys what the outside looks like real quick. So we don't usually get snow here in South Carolina. Once every few years we get a little bit of a sprinkle. But as you can see, we did get a good little bit out here. So, and it is cold. Our roads don't get prepped, so there's no salt on the roads or anything like that. Yeah, no, we don't get that cold here. We don't get negative temperatures typically. We don't get into the teens very often. We get it like once a year. We get into the teens, but it is definitely I think it's in the mid 20s right now. Nice, nice. You competed recently at the championship? Is that what you're saying? I did. I saw your email. I'm gonna send you a response tonight. Ugh. What got me into wearing glasses? Bad eyesight. That would be what got me into wearing glasses. Poor visual sight. I traded vision for strength, all right? All right, we're going to jump on this bench. We're going to warm up. Hey, welcome back, Blanca. All right, let's get this warm up moving, guys. Let's get the blood flowing. How's everybody doing? Always. Yeah, we're about to have a good time, guys. Whew, I made it here in the snow just to work out with you guys. So, All right. The drive home is going to be the tougher part, right? There's a bunch more snow on the ground now. Nice and fresh snow. As long as we can slide into my driveway, we'll be all right. Congrats, Sandy. You're doing good. Whew. All right, 225. We're going to get this for a triple, and then we'll stack some more weight on. How's that angling for you guys, by the way? Kind of want to move the angle. Hold on. The earth is not flat. It's an odd question for a power lifter, but there's your answer. All right. Let's get this angle down. I've got like an actual tripod now, guys. So I'm doing my best not to break it because I break all my tripods. How's it going, Fallen? Welcome back. Welcome back. Good to see you. All right, let's grab 225 for 3 real quick, and then we'll add some more weight. I've got an announcement as well, so give me a second. I have an announcement for you guys today too, so. Yes, Kenneth. Yes, Kenneth, you can. All right, let me add some more weight, and then I'm going to tell you all this announcement. Hold on. All right. So the announcement, short rest, the announcement I've got for you guys. So as you guys know, I compete throughout the year. I have 5 meets planned this year. The gym that I work at and also work out at here, Barbells, has mentioned to me again, or has decided to move forward with sponsoring all my meets again this year. So with that being said, we've got 5 meets that we're going to live stream this year. First one should be coming up March. So March we'll be competing at one here in town that'll get us into the qualifiers for some of the state and regional meets. But Barbells decided to sponsor me again. They sponsored me last year all the way through the state championships, and they're going to sponsor me again this year. Hopefully all the way into regionals at a minimum, possibly even up to the national level. That would be awesome, but at least to the regional level this year, which we already qualify for. So, whew. All right, let's grab a rep real quick, and then we'll add some more weight. But yeah, so that's my announcement. We're going to be competing a lot this year, which I'm excited for. I'm super excited for. So for those of you that aren't super familiar with powerlifting, it's not a common occurrence for powerlifters to have sponsors, especially at the local level. At the state, at the national level, you can find sponsorships and stuff a lot of the time. But at the local, the state level, it's difficult for powerlifters to find sponsorships, especially local sponsors. So the fact that this gym does that is a lot. It means a lot. So I'm probably at 173 right now. What's up, Gio? I'm about 173 body weight right now. Nice, Sandy. Yeah, we're still warming up. We're still warming up. It's cold outside, so I'm trying to get the blood flowing and the bones moving. So Powerlifting's all about the weight you can lift, actually. I can't tell them that. I can't tell them that. Maybe not for everybody, but there is a contingency of people that would say that they're all about the numbers. For me, 100% numbers matter. I'm not sure what we're going to go to yet. It's going to be in the threes, but somewhere in the threes. I'm going to go to 315 now. Hold on. A quick 315 in. A lot of the time, pain in that area can be due to your grip being too wide, hyperextending that area. So that's usually what people find, especially bench press. If you're super wide on the bench press, you can get pains there. Try and narrow your grip down a little bit. So generally, there's no one here with me at this time of night. There was a couple of friends here earlier finishing their workouts up, but they finished up before I started. So what's going on? Bro didn't go to the bench press. What are we talking about? I'm at the bench press now. That's where we're at. Hey, don't forget to like the stream, by the way, guys. It helps me out. Yeah, we're still warming up a little bit. We got 315 on here. So I weigh 173-ish, 172, 173. Yeah, it's gonna move. This is the powerlifting channel. That's why I say Powerlifter Chris is live. Hold on, let me move my milk out of the way, guys. No way I lift that. Don't worry, it's gonna move just fine. It's gonna move just fine. Nice Larson press. Nice Larson press. We got a little uneven because of the Larson, but it was perfect. Felt good, or it was perfect enough. Whew. Very real plates, very real plates. It's not even PR level. It's not even PR level, Steven. We're actually going to add more weight. I'm not a big fan of burpees, I'm going to be honest. We've done burpees on the stream before, but I'm not a big fan of burpees. Burpees are not even that great of a workout. I mean, they're all right, but they're not that great. They're not as good as everybody wants them to be. Larson press removes the leg drive, so I've been told that before. Jay. It's a powerlifting stream. We're gonna lift. I've got meats to prep for. Burpees aren't on the menu for meat preparation. I'm gonna be honest. So I've got 5 powerlifting meets I plan to already go attending this year. So I'm not gonna do that on stream. Maybe when I get home. I mean, probably usually when I get home. So, all right, I'm gonna take this off. I'm a little warmed up now, so I'm not quite as cold. Awesome. I'm glad I can be here for that. Whew. A lot of people tune in right before they work out. So, all right, we're going to jump in this. How's it going? How's it going? Welcome, welcome. All right, we got 325 on the bar now. We're gonna get a single, and then we'll talk about increasing it. So, yeah, it's bench day, right? Oh, chest day is the best day, right? Chest day is the best day. All right, we got 325. We're gonna hit this real quick, and then we'll figure it out from there. Figure it out from there. Felt good, felt good. Whew. Not quite as smooth as yesterday, but it's still moving pretty good. Still moving pretty good. Feel like I'm a little slow on the right side tonight. Nice, Mark. Good stuff. I can definitely see these plates separated a little bit on the right. I was a little slower on the right. I think maybe I just was a little bit different on the grip there. So, normally my left is slower than my right, so maybe I just need to warm up a little bit more. We're going to drop it back down, warm up a little bit more, see how we feel. Yeah, 205 solid, 205 solid. Hey Raymond, welcome back. Whew. All right, of course we got 315 back on the bar. We're gonna do like a couple of singles here. 325 felt pretty good, but it moved a little slower on the right side than I wanted it to tonight. So I think I'm just cold, and it's throwing off my groove. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, let's grab this real quick. I'm keeping the hat on, guys. I like my ears being warm. All right. I just heard a car beep. I wonder if we've got people coming in. That'd be pretty cool. Yep. How's it going?
Hello.
Whew. Oh yeah. Just a heads up, I do have a video stream running. Okay. Yeah. It's pointed this way, so you good. Yeah. You ain't gonna bother me none. Do your thing. I just like to let everybody know. Oh yeah. Felt good, felt good. Whew. Not so bad, guys, not so bad, guys. Let's see. Would I consider switching to bodybuilding? Probably not. Probably not. Bodybuilding really isn't my gig. I preference strength, powerlifting in particular. It's just a pure sport. It's really nice. It's just how much weight can you move from A to B. So, yeah, it feels pretty good tonight. It feels pretty good tonight. We're going to do another single with that. We just did a Larson with that before that and a 325 push tonight. So we got one more single with 315. We're not going to bench a ton tonight because tomorrow I'm doing an earlier stream. And we're going to do some PRs tomorrow is the plan. It's snowing tonight, so we're nice and cold, I'll tell you that. Whew. We're also going to do a weight check tonight, I think. I got to check my weight and see if I'm putting on weight. I'm trying to. I'm definitely attempting to put on weight. So we're on bulk season right now. Got to put on the winter coat, you know what I'm saying? Bench is my favorite. Bench is my favorite. I am definitely biased towards the bench, guys. Ooh. All right, we're gonna grab this 315 again, and then we'll decide what we're doing from there. We did like 7 315s yesterday, so I'm definitely Definitely gonna want to do a PR tomorrow. So, all right, let's get it. Yep. Oh good, oh good. Do I want to do another one of those? It's still moving pretty good. I've been doing that the last couple nights though, where I've just like, it's kept feeling good. That's why I'm ready to get a PR attempt in. $325 is heavy weight. That's good. That's good. My bench goal before 2026 will be somewhere, I imagine we'll be somewhere in the 4s by the end of the year. We're going to try for as much as possible, but we'll be in the 4s by the end of the year for sure. So. It's cold. It is cold weather outside. And therefore, because we have big windows and doors, it is cold in here a little bit. So. $500 is a solid goal. Not a lot of people hit those kind of numbers. Not a lot of people hit those kind of numbers. I'll definitely be in the 400s. I'll definitely be, I weigh 172, 173, somewhere in there. So. It's actually, this is the heaviest I've been in a long time. So I would say this is close to the heaviest I've ever been. I usually compete at 164.5-ish. So I'm weight classing up now. We might do that a little bit later, Josh. Do a physique check. Usually you don't do that until the gym is emptied out. So yeah, we're about to grab another one of these. Might as well, it's still there, right? Gravity's only gonna wait so long. Don't forget to like the stream, guys. It helps me out a lot. 350 is my PR at the moment for the bench, for those that are wondering. 350 is my current PR. All right, let's grab this. And I set that at 164.5 pounds, just a heads up. So about 7 pounds lighter than I am now. Felt pretty good. Felt pretty good. I saw 365 for 5 is solid, Leonardo. It's really good. At 180 especially. It's a good weight regardless, but. Oh yeah, 315 was gonna move. But that's our 315 for the night. That's our bench for the night. We've done all of our singles. I think the most reps I've ever done at 225 was like in the 20s. In the 20s. I don't typically do a lot of rep work. So we're gonna do some curling next, guys. Do some curling next. So it would be considered elite bench numbers. So in that weight class, anything over 315 would be closing in on elite. No, it's pretty cold out. It's pretty cold out. We're gonna do some preacher curls tonight, guys. Preacher curls tonight. Oh. You know, I kind of want to do bar. You guys want to do easy bar curls actually tonight? Or should we stick to the preacher? I think easy bar sounds like a fun time. Let's do preacher. Let's stick to the preacher. We're not going to do both. We're going to do one or the other. I will do easy bar, so I rotate them. So one night I do preacher, one night I do easy bar, one night I do barbell, one night I do dumbbells. We do a full upper body 6 days a week. So we'll get one of each this week for sure. And then we do a cable, but I did cables last night. So, all right, let's get some preachers. We're gonna start at 130 and we're gonna work our way up. Just sets of 7, just sets of 7. Ooh, felt pretty good. Hey, Revenant, welcome back. Welcome back. We're gonna do 3 sets here. We're gonna do 3 sets. We'll reduce it if it starts to feel heavy for 7, but no, we don't want to move any slower than that. We don't want to move any slower than that. That wouldn't be ideal. Let me know if I'm in your way, boss. Good. Ooh. All right. Yeah, time under tension can be good, but that's not what we're going for right now, guys. All right, we got 145 on there, and then we're gonna go up again. Probably go to like 175 on the next one. So. Oh yeah, got to get the veins moving. Got to get the veins moving. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna kink my neck on a preacher curl, to be honest. I mean, it can be good. That time under tension and those partial reps can be good. No, it was 7. That was 7. So 7 comes after 6, but before 8. Roman. Yeah, Roman. So if you count up, after 6 comes 7, but you don't hit 8 yet, that's the number. 480 is my PR. 475 is what I have on camera. No, this is a public gym. Public gym. Hey, welcome. Cool to have someone from the Rocky Mountains over here. Y'all probably a bit colder than us right now. This is preacher curls, Revenant. There's preacher curls. In a row or like total for an hour? Like what are you asking for here, Roman? In a row, like in the 20s, maybe the 30s. I think the most I've ever done is like 30 in a row. But I'm not really concerned about pull-ups, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, this will be the last set. We'll go for like 3 to 7 here. So we're at 175 on the weight at the moment. So yeah, I'm not super concerned about pull-up count, I'm gonna be honest. Appreciate it, Ron. So there is some advantage to the stretch, but all you're doing is lengthening the muscle. There's actually new studies out that discredit the additional effect of a full stretch, full lengthening. And it actually is a higher risk for injury. So the small effect you may receive from it, is negligible comparative to the risk of injury. So actually most of anybody that I train that's a bit newer, I tend not to have them go to a full extension because of that additional tension on the tendons. So it can be a dangerous thing. That's why you see so many people with bicep injuries on preacher curls and stuff, because they've been taught that they have to lock their arms back like that, right? And you're not making a significant gain from that, and you're increasing your risk of injury by a significant margin. So that's why you see I stop about here or here. That's ideal. So fully extended, your risk of injury it skyrockets, and your gain from that is very low. All right, let's get it. We're gonna grab another 3 to 7 here, and then we'll move on. We'll do some shoulders. we'll do a single. We'll do a heavy single. I think I had a few more in the tank. We'll go 185. We'll go 185 for a single here real quick, and then we'll go do shoulders. We did barbell seated yesterday. We'll do dumbbell seated today. Why not? We're probably on like stream number 20 at this point. I have no idea, to be honest. So tendons are gonna get stronger regardless, but putting them under tension while they're at that full stretched position increases your risk of injury. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. I mean, yes, you can condition your tendons, but most new lifters, their tendons aren't conditioned to do that. Also, there's not a big benefit from it regardless. So. I'm not a fan, Josh. I'm a natural lifter, so. Yeah, and that is true, Gio. If you're looking for something that's, functional, usually you're not doing something extremely slow. I don't take that into account as much, honestly, the functional aspect when it comes to that point, but you are correct. So. Yeah, so some of that bro science, remember, most gym science, like actually accepted gym science that has this studies done, stemmed from bro science somewhere. It worked for somebody and other people tried it and it worked for them, so they kept doing it. And a lot of the time, it has merit. We just don't know it until a lot of people don't want to admit it until it's studied, right? So, and some of it's bad, not all of it's good. We've been talking about the slower control down. It's not what I'm going for here. There's some purposes for that. There's some purposes that'll be good for, yes. But I'm gonna lift this for a single, maybe a double, and then we're gonna do shoulders. So we do shoulders next. We increase the weight, so let's see how it moves. Whew, that's good. Oh, good. I don't typically get cramps, no. I'm 5'11", I'm 173. I just like to lift naturally. I believe they have their place in the industry. I'm glad to hear that, Reverend. I really am. I don't tend to cramp during lifting. I don't know if I've ever cramped during. I think I've had a leg cramp during a bench press one time. That's not comfy. It's awful. So if I was to get one, well, it's going to be usually it's going to be dietary. You're deficient on something, but there's not really. If I have a cramp, usually I'm going to stop the lift and halt until I'm not cramping. Potassium is a big one. Sometimes if you don't have enough salt in your system, it can also be a problem. Salt. Yeah, salt. I eat bananas to help save off cramps. But what are we talking about, What are we trying to do? Bigger biceps? Sodium is a big item when it comes to cramping. All right, Revenant, you have a good one. Yeah, you like the beanie and polo? Solid work, right? Solid work. As far as growing bigger biceps, it's anything growing a muscle. You just need heavier weight, shorter reps. That's how I do it, typically. So, and make sure you're eating enough. And that it can be attributed to any muscle group. If you lift heavy with that muscle group and you eat enough, you're gonna grow it. So. We're about to do shoulders, Justin. We're about to do shoulders. We're going to do dumbbells. Let me grab some dumbbells. We're going to get our shoulders warmed up, guys. And then we'll talk some more. All right, I'll be right back. All right, we got the 55s. We're gonna kick them up and warm up real quick. So. So dirty bulking will make you grow, but you're gonna put on some body fat. High protein content, high calorie, yes. But you wanna stay lean if you're trying to grow. Otherwise you're gonna end up with a lot of excess body fat. We don't want that. I'm gonna grab the 70s next, guys. Grab the 70s next. I used chocolate. I used dark chocolate at one point during one of my bulking periods. No, we train 6 days a week. We don't do to failure because it's going to increase our overall recovery time. Frequency of training is what we do here. I train 6 days a week. So. All right, I'm going to grab the 70s. I'll be right back. We don't deload. So stretching increases your risk of injury, though. It actually reduces your overall power output. So, especially pre or during sets. If you're trying to warm up a muscle group, warm it up with a lighter version of whatever you're doing. So, especially static stretching. We avoid static stretching before workouts. I don't ever static stretch. I don't have a deload period personally. Generally, people, it's all about how you train. That's something I have to talk to you more about, like in depth, because it depends on how you're training, what you need to be doing during the deload. So. I don't have any days I don't lift heavy, so there's no day for, my mobility is pretty good. We lift heavy 6 days a week. We have 1 day of rest on Sundays. That's a complete rest day. Strength is solid, Tim. I recommend strength. Strength is fun. Strength is fun. Yeah, you burn out at high repetition, especially high volume workouts. You're going to have more burnout in between workouts. You're going to have more rest time, more time needed to recover overall. So, yeah. I always lift this late. It's for the stream mostly. I could lift earlier, but then I couldn't stream as efficiently because there's other people here. So I usually sleep about 8 hours a night. JJS is just so stretching pre-workout, because I work out 6 days a week. So if I stretch pre-workout, this is accepted science. This isn't like, just stuff tossed around. This is something that's recently been studied. It reduces your overall power output. So as a strength athlete, it's not something you want to be having happen right before your workouts or at any point during your workout. And also it increases your risk of injury after lengthening those muscles. So your risk of injury is increased. It used to be the opposite. People used to say, oh, stretch before your workout to decrease So we're always trying to get stronger, Stephen. We're powerlifting. So have a good one, Peter. God bless. 5'11", 173 pounds. We're gonna grab this next set of weights though, guys. So if you want a dedicated day to stretching to stay mobile, that's one thing. But what I was saying about stretching is I work out 6 days a week, so I don't, I lift heavy 6 days a week. And stretching pre-workout can cause an increase of risk of injury and a reduced power output. That's recent science, but it is something that was recently studied and found to correlate. So that's what I was saying, Sham. All right, let me go ahead and grab, what do y'all think, the 85s? We'll grab the 85s for the next one. We'll get a few of those. Sounds like a fun time. The 70s didn't feel too bad for 7. So. No, I do upper 6 days a week. I do squats 3 days a week, or twice a week, and I do deadlifts 3 days a week. I don't stretch quads after leg presses. No, not me personally. If you want to stretch post-workout, that's completely fine. I wouldn't do it pre-workout. No static stretching pre-workout for me. Yep. Now we're just gonna grab the 80s. I don't do sets of 20 on anything. So, these are actually 85s. These are actually 85, sorry. Nah, we're not getting stiff. We're feeling good. I'm doing good, Benz. I saw your email, Benz. I'm gonna reach back out to you tonight. All right, yeah, these are 85s. These are 85s. So these, I mean, what is that? 85, 85. They weigh almost as much as me. So all together. So 20 reps of 20 isn't gonna feel like a workout, I'll be honest. All right, let's get these up. Yep. Let's get 2 more. Well, good, we got 5. We're gonna get another double here in a second. We're gonna finish out that set. Whew. All right, we're gonna finish out that set. Got my heart rate up, felt good. Feeling warm now. They wanted to see a little bit. Appreciate it, Mossberg. You'll get there, Sam. I'm glad to hear it, Justin. I really am. That's awesome. I love to be motivational. My work ethic's pretty high, Roman. I think you have the wrong channel. Okay, appreciate it. It is. The secret ingredient's always going to be milk, right? Yeah, that'll do it, Justin, 100%. $15 kilo is good, though. I mean, that's good. That's good work. All right. Let me grab my dumbbells. They went underneath my seat. We still got 2 more reps here. Number 5 felt kind of heavy. I was gonna go for 7, but number 5 felt kind of heavy, so. We don't need any Wheaties. A lot of milk though. No Wheaties. So. The hat's keeping my ears warm. Hat's keeping my ears warm. Also, I don't try and sweat during my workouts if I can avoid it. Sweat is not a indicator of work done. Sweat can be an indicator of work done, but it's not always an indicator of work done. So that's a misconception that if you're not sweating, you're not getting work done. 69 degrees at the moment is the room temp. But we get a little bit of cold air that comes through the door frame because it's a glass door. So a little cold air comes in every now and again. But outside it's currently like low 20s. So low 20s. I feel that, Casey. I feel that. All right, let me grab these dumbbells. We're going to get another double, and then we'll move on. You'll build and maintain, but adding weight will help you build faster and get bigger. I get about 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night. Yeah, I'm not doing negative 25. Not doing negative 25. We only work positive numbers here. I'm going to work on it. I wonder if Fairlife would do a sponsorship for me. I'm going to send them a couple of my streams and be like, hey, hook me up, guys. I see some free milk. That's all I want, some free milk. Man, if Fairlife could hook me up with just a bottle a day of free Fairlife, all right? I drink a bottle a day at like $5 a bottle, right? You know how much that would save over the course of a year? It's a lot of money in Fairlife milk. It's like yeah. I mean, just a week, $35 a week in Fairlife for me. Over $100 a month just in Fairlife milk. Yeah, it's like $4.99 or $5.99 depending where you go here. I could probably, if I'm reading that correctly, a stream where I go and milk an actual cow, I could actually make that happen. So, I eat about 1 pound to 2 pounds of yogurt a day. So, whole milk Greek yogurt, unflavored. All right, let me grab this for a double real quick, guys. Whew. Ah, felt good. Is that how much, Casey? Did you do the math for me? Is that a year? It sounds about right. That sounds about right. I eat cheese as well. I eat cheese as well. I eat a lot of cheese. Dairy is probably at least 50% of my diet, maybe 60, 70% of my diet. And then the rest is taken up by a ½ pound to a pound of lean meat and some kind of carbohydrate. So, yeah. I like the milk. I like the milk. The milk is really good, and it has a lot of carbohydrates as well. So, my favorite carbohydrate, potatoes, closely followed, if you're not counting milk, then potatoes. We're going to do, what we got next, guys? We'll do some dumbbell rows. We'll do some dumbbell rows next, guys. No, we'll do barbell. Let's do barbell. Barbell sounds like a fun time, right? I've already kind of got it set up. So we'll get you guys right here. Let's get you guys right here for the barbell rows. See how I can see into the rack. And we'll warm up at 135 and then we'll climb. We'll climb after 135. Not rack pulls tonight, just some dumbbell rows. Awesome, I'm glad to hear it, Sham. Yeah, I remember us talking about that a few nights back. I like my collared shirt. Actually, I spilled soup on my other shirt is why we're in this right now. I had some chicken soup with like bone broth, chicken breast, some whole grain noodles, some chicken soup or onion, potato for dinner, and I spilled it on my shirt and my pants, so this was what was available in the moment. So. I don't know if we'll bring any cows in the gym. All right, let's grab this. Quick set of 7. Whew. All right, nice and warm, nice and warm. We're gonna add another plate. More, less talking, more lifty. That's fair. That's fair. Appreciate it, Lemon. Yeah, I like the shirt. The gym definitely has shirts. I usually wear those shirts. Anytime you guys see me in anything that says barbells on it, that's the gym. That's the gym. So anytime I have like the more sporty like hoodies and stuff like that, those are all barbells merch. It's definitely the correct form. Definitely the correct form. There's multiple ways to do these. Depends on your targets. Depends on your targets. If I was going to go lower, I'd just go do dumbbells. All right, we're going to grab this for a set of 7, and then we'll climb it some more, see how it feels. 225 on it now. So. I'm not familiar with Jason Genova, so I'll take your word for it, I guess. I do that a lot, though. I do grab my arms a lot. I do it with my pectoral. See me rub it like that, right around the shoulder joint. It just keeps me moving. Keeps me moving. All right, I'm gonna grab this real quick. Felt good? Felt good. We're gonna add another 50 pounds. Yeah, these are fun. I like these rows. I like these rows in particular. Welcome back, Revenant. Welcome back, Revenant. We got we're gonna do a triple with this, and then we're gonna do triceps next. Hey Jake, how's it going? We're gonna do a triple here, and then we're gonna go grab that and we're gonna grab some tricep extensions. So Some nice push downs with the rope. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Fighting the cold weather, but I'm doing good. I drove here in the snow today, guys, just for y'all. Just for y'all, I drove here in the snow today. I would have been here anyways, don't worry. So, how's it going? How's it going, Dunn? What's the first name? Callie? Callie? Welcome, welcome. All right, grab this. Let's grab it for 3, and then we're going to do those tricep extensions. Grab the ropes. I don't take any whey protein at the moment. Mostly get it from dairy and Whole Foods at the moment. All right. Usually when I'm bulking, I cut the protein shakes and I just eat more carbohydrates and more protein-laden foods. All right. $275 felt decent. Felt decent for 3. We're gonna move on. Whew. But yeah, I don't do any whey protein, not because it's bad or anything. I like whey protein. Whey protein's effective, but I use Whole Foods for most of my stuff. The only supplements I take actively right now are creatine and pre-workout. So. How's it going, Melina? How's it going, everybody? I think I missed some people in there. Sorry, I was lifting. Try and hit everybody with a hello when they come in, to the best of my ability at least. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Y'all know what time it is? One of my favorite times of the day. Tricep extensions. I have no idea, I'm gonna be honest. It's not massive. It's got space for everything we need, but it's not massive. I'm not Russian. We're definitely not in Russia, I can tell you that. But the gym is pretty sizable. So what am I taking for a pre? I change it every now and again, but usually it's either going to be, tonight it was C4, your ultimate or whatever is usually what I take. But that's just because I don't have my normal stuff. Usually my normal pre-workout grab is going to be either True Athlete, Rise, the Godzilla line, or it's going to be, I want this rope, or it's going to be Transparent Labs. One of those three. I usually stay super clean with my pre-workouts, so very rare do I go off of my normal gig with the pre-workouts. Rise was my go-to for like a year. Maybe not a year, but close. So we're gonna grab this. We're gonna do sets of 7. So. Yeah, I rotate them out. It just sometimes you need to change up, you know? Be honest, most of them, the flavors are very similar at this point. They're almost all blue raspberry. Everything's a blue raspberry now. So. Oh yeah, it has a lot of uses, We're just gonna warm the triceps up real quick, guys. 230 for 7. Nice easy 7. Just get everything moving. Let's add some weight though. Let's do something heavier. Let's go 290. 290. Get some weight moving, guys. We're gonna do the full brick tonight, of course. So. I don't think I've ever tried that one. I remember, what was the big brand that had all the weird flavors at one point? Was it Axe and Sledge? Do y'all remember that? Have y'all ever tried the Axe and Sledge stuff when they were doing all the weird flavors? I think they had a Jack Daniels flavor at one point. I love working triceps, I'll be honest. But this machine, we are going to have to find some heavier work to do on triceps at some point here soon. So, I'm telling you, it existed. I never tried it. I don't like flavor of Jack Daniels enough to want it in my pre-workout. So the actual technical name is, it's just a Nautilus cable trainer. Freedom trainer is what they call it. But it's just a Nautilus cable machine. That's all it is. Nautilus makes all the equipment in here. Everything in here basically is Nautilus except for maybe 1 or 2 pieces. So, it's just a cable trainer. They don't actually make this one anymore, if I'm not mistaken. Most of this equipment is not old, but they've since cycled into other pieces of equipment. But it's very high quality equipment, so we keep it around. We're gonna grab one more set here, full brick. Full brick. Hey Thunder, welcome, welcome. Glad to see you here. Yeah, it's just a cable machine. There's not a technical name for this one in particular, at least not that I'm aware of. But it does a little bit of everything. These have a lot of adjustments. There's an out-in adjustment, up-down adjustment. These rotate real nice, so you can do a lot of things with this. You can about get a full workout with just this machine. Yeah, I take creatine. I take creatine and pre-workout. Those are my 2 supplements. We're gonna grab one more set of these, because why not? So. Maybe I'm misunderstanding your question. Generally, I do 3 to 5 sets of anything. If I go up above 3 sets, it's rare, but sometimes I do if I don't feel like I've gotten enough out of the work so far. We're gonna do one more set at 305 here, just because I feel like this machine's kind of past it. Probably start combining handles at some point and doubling up the weight. So, all right, let's get it. I don't listen to music while I train. No music at all. No music at all. The wool hat adds like 100 pounds to every lift, man. No, it's just, I like my wool hat. Nope, no joint pain, no joint pain. I train a full upper body 6 days a week. I rest on Sundays only. Sundays only. Because I compete and you can't listen to music like earbuds or anything when you're competing. Because you listen for calls and stuff. So I train very similar to how I compete because I want to always be at a level that I feel comfortable walking onto the stage. Yeah, I'm only 30 years old. So, but I think Thunder knows that. Thunder knows that. I'm not a big fan of calisthenics. I'm pretty good at them. I'm just not a huge fan. There's something to be said for like the mindset that music puts you in for sure. I'll say it definitely helped when I was using it. I had to get used to this. So they let me wear the hat. Who lets me wear the hat? The gym? The gym's not gonna. I work here, but also the gym wouldn't tell me to take my hat off. Why would they tell me to take the hat off? All my competitions have been in South Carolina. There you go, Thunder. That's the best. That's the best motivation, right? They won't let me wear the hat. No, but the hat's a little bit easier to stop doing than go from music to no music. It's actually a pretty drastic change when you're used to music for lifting. The vibe is completely different. So you have to learn to lift without it. I don't know that they would make me. They would maybe on the bench. They might make me take the hat off for the bench. I've never tried to wear the hat during the meet. I'm gonna be honest. I might give it a shot. I'll have to look at the rules. I haven't ever like looked into hat regulation. Never made the attempt. I always close grip bench PZ. I'm a close grip bencher. I go up to 350 is my PR right now, close grip. So we're doing some rear delt flies, by the way. It's 55 pounds. Almost forgot to say that. Yeah, I'm very tricep strong. I'm very tricep centric with my bench. Yeah, I used to universally lift with music, and then at some point when I started competing, someone mentioned, hey, you should probably stop doing that, and I did notice it made a difference. I need to try not to talk internal when doing those. It messes me up.
Chris, you done with the bench?
It's all you, boss. It's all you, boss. Here, I forgot I didn't take it.
No, you got it. I got it.
Sure. Yeah. All right, cool. That's about your warm-up anyways, isn't it?
Is that up?
That's your warm-up anyways.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's the thing.
He said it with some confidence, so. It depends on what how you conditioned yourself. Definitely how you conditioned yourself. My recovery period is a lot shorter than most because my diet's very clean and my rest is very good. So, also somewhat genetic. So here's the thing. Recovery times are different for everybody. Some people need less, some people need more, okay? The general consensus is like 2 to 3 days for most beginner lifters to rest a muscle group. But you can adjust it based on your conditioning, genetics, your diet, things like that. So honestly, Sundays aren't even like a necessity from the training aspect and the recovery aspect. I take Sundays off because I've made it habit, and I think it's a good thing to have that with that. But there has been times where I've been tempted to add Sundays in, but I haven't done that yet because I like my button-up shirt. I'm 5'11", 5'11". All right, we're gonna grab the 70s. I don't know why I keep trying to swap my legs the wrong direction. I drink pre-workout before my workout, but coffee I drink usually in the morning and at night. I do think there is a genetic version of that, Thunder, but I'm not a doctor. I couldn't give you the specifics on that. But generally that's not going to happen. But I do believe it can happen genetically, because I believe some people can be born with it even. But I'm not 100%. I'm not a doctor, so I can't give you that kind of advice or that kind of information, Thunder. Pre-workout has other things in it. It has stuff for like pump, so pushing more blood into the muscle, increasing blood flow. It has stuff for intraset recovery, like beta-alanine to keep lactic acid off the muscle. There's a lot of things in pre-workout that aren't in coffee. Coffee and pre-workout, the only similarity they're going to share really are the caffeine. So generally, pre-workout has more caffeine in it as well. Average cup of coffee is between about 80 and 100 milligrams of caffeine, whereas an average pre-workout shot is between 200 and 350. So appreciate it, questionable. I do like my pre-workout. I've done workouts without the pre-workout, but I do preference the workouts with the pre-workout. Mind you, I keep my pre-workouts pretty clean. So, pretty clean. Oh, wow. Parker Brawls is back. Parker Brawls is back. I wish they'd give me the ability to time him out for longer. I do every time. 24 hours is the longest I can time him out. He comes back every night. He comes back every night. Whew. All right. I'm going to grab the hundreds for the next set. Grab the hundreds for the next set, guys. And then after those hundreds, we've got some calisthenics, whatever calisthenics y'all want to see tonight. It rotates out. So either a Rise Godzilla line pre-workout, the True Athlete, their pre-workout, or what's the other one? Transparent Labs every now and again. So no. Yeah, I'm natty. Definitely natty. So, definitely natty. All right, let me grab this 100 and then we'll work on the next set. Yep. 400 milligram scoop is pretty strong. This gym is 24 hours, yes. So trap bar is going to help you maintain your center of gravity there. It's going to help you maintain that position because the weight's distributed around you a little bit differently. So if I was to have any kind of concerns about deadlifting, I would probably go with the trap bar if I'm not trying to pull super heavy weight. But I'd have to know more specific about your health and your concerns on that before I could give advice specifically. So, but I would probably, me personally, I'd probably go trap at that point. So I just choose not to, Thunderlord, with the other assorted supplements. On average, gym memberships, I mean, it depends on where you're at. The gym membership, like here, is $40 a month. It gets less if you sign up for longer periods of time, but that's about average for the area here. Between like 30 and $40 a month is average for South Carolina. Around the country, it's different though. So that may be something we do tomorrow. I've got some deadlifts tomorrow. I don't do any sprinting. Nope. If you see me running, the best thing to do is probably follow me, because if I'm running, it means I can't fight whatever it is. So, or I chose not to fight whatever it is. Western, let's keep the stream cool. Yeah, we haven't actually had any trolls really right yet. Western's the first one. Western's the first one. It's been pretty cool stream so far. Welcome, by the way. Welcome back. Good to see you. Yeah, let's grab this 100. I look like Harry Potter. I've been told that before, yes. I was told Ron Weasley at one point as well. So I think it's the glasses for the Harry Potter references. We'll do some chest flies real quick before we do our calisthenics, guys. Why? Because chest flies sound interesting right now. He apologized. He's chilling now. He apologized. As long as they correct themselves, I'm all good. It's not, yeah, and that's the thing. I've never encountered that specifically, so I can't give specific advice, unfortunately. But that would be my go-to for sure. I don't typically do supersets, no. I don't typically do supersets. We're gonna grab this for a few sets. Why is this so low? We're gonna max this out for a couple of sets. I try to be pretty chill. Do my best. I do what I do, you know. I'm not looking to, I'm a pretty relaxed guy. I stay busy, you know. So. All right, let's grab this on the efficiency. That's full brick. We're gonna grab it for a set of 7. Start climbing the weight. Yeah, it's a unique fit, right? It's a unique fit, but it works. How's it going, Sarah? All right, let's grab this full brick for 7. Nice little pec flat. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Welcome back. I remember you here the other day. So welcome back. That felt pretty good. We're gonna do 2 more sets of that. Why? Because it feels good. The problem is that that's the most this brick holds, so we're gonna be stuck at the max for 2 more sets. There's not really a way to add any more weight safely. So I used to hang plates on one of the other gyms I was attending. I used to hang plates on the front of the hook or the front of the little thing. It was set up a little different, so you could hang a plate and add weight. Sketchy, but it was effective. Don't recommend it. Yeah, I've seen you in here a few times. I remember you being in here. Appreciate you stopping in again. It's always cool to see regulars in here. All right, let's grab another set of 7. If you're getting nauseous, you could be overeating, you could be overhydrating right before the workout. I recommend hydrating like 30 minutes before your workout. I don't usually drink a lot of water during my workouts. That's when I would feel stomach cramps. Making sure you're appropriately hydrated before you come in the door. That's where a lot of people have stomach problems. They have a lot of water sloshing around their stomach. Don't worry, other people have been asking for the handstand. Do you do any whey protein? So I did take whey for a while. I did whey isolate, and when I do go back to the whey proteins from time to time, it's usually a whey isolate. It's just leaner. Henny, keep the chat clean. Keep the chat clean. All right, one more set of 7 here, and then we're gonna do something. I don't know what we're gonna do yet. Something fun, I'm sure. All right, let's get it. I like beef. I like lean beef personally, but I do a lot of dairy. To be honest, Travis, a lot of dairy. Fairlife is like my go-to. So appreciate it, Alexander. Appreciate it. We're gonna do some. We're gonna do just a little bit of leg work here, and then we'll move to some calisthenics, I suppose. So. Let me check. I just got a notification. By the way, if you guys are interested in supporting the stream in any way, you can do it at the Buy Me a Coffee link. It helps out a lot, and I do a personalized thank you for every single one after the stream. God bless, Sarah. All right. Lower weight, higher reps are usually lower weight, higher reps are usually not going to be the way to build mass and muscle as efficiently. You want to lower the weights down or increase the weights and lower the volume. I was going to move this machine, but someone has already done that for me. I'll have to move it back here in a second. I just realized it's already moved. So we're going to do leg press just for a few sets, guys. Just for a few sets. It's all good. It's all good, Jose. All right, have a good one, Ryan. I feel like you were being disingenuous, Jose. I was trying to be nice. I feel like you were being disingenuous. Whew. No, having small weights doesn't mean you're weak. No. Okay, so let me. Heavy is relative to the person, right? So what's heavy to me may not be heavy to someone else, and what is an achievement, a good progression for one person may not be a good progression for another person. So. It just really depends. There's a lot of factors involved there. I don't take a multivitamin typically. I don't take a multivitamin typically. We're gonna go to 200. We're gonna max the walkout. It's like 210. It's not super heavy on this brick. So. If you have the thing about multivitamins, you got to know what you're missing a lot of the time. So you got to figure out what you're not getting enough of, and then look for a multivitamin that fills that gap. That way, you're not getting a bunch of unnecessary things while missing out on the things you actually need. If you're cutting, multivitamins can be helpful. All right, let's get it in. We're gonna get a set of 7 here. Max the brick out. Felt good. Trying to read the chat too, guys. I miss a chat here and there. I go back and check, guys. Don't worry. Yeah, it is nice and empty. It is nice and empty. Who was that that mentioned the gym was empty? Miss Blonde. Generally, not a lot of people in here this time of night. So, you feel a burn with heavy weights, just not in the same way. It's a different type of feeling you get out of a heavy lift comparatively. So. You know you're getting work done, though. I can tell you that. You know you're getting work done. All right. We're going to grab one more set, or 1 or 2 more sets here, maybe one more set. And then I'm going to take a quick break. I'm not going to end the stream. I'm just going to take like a 30-second rest. And then we're going to do some calisthenics. So, one thing about leg press is your pants always right up. All right, let's get it. All right, another set of 7 real quick, and then we'll stack some more. We'll do some calisthenics or something. I've thought about doing a strongman contest, like a local one, a few times. I'd definitely be interested in doing one. It looks like a lot of fun. I like the concept of strongman a lot. So it fits to the powerlifting, motif type thing. It's a very similar sport. South Carolina. I'm in South Carolina. There's a lot of competition out here. So there's a lot of competitions out here. I've never tried the barbells bars. I've seen them. I know people like them. They're very popular. So very, very popular. So I'm gonna take a quick 30-second, go to the restroom real quick, and then I'll be right back. You guys hang out, be nice. We're working out, but I'm gonna be right back. I try and keep up with the chat. I like to chat. I like to talk to people. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, guys. I'm back. Let's check out this chat. No steroids. Not my gig. Turkey basting. I don't even want to know. No lightweight work. We don't do no lightweight work. They waited until I left, though. They didn't want to say nothing until I left, right? No, it's all good, guys. These streams are long, guys. Sometimes I need a quick 5, you know? Need a quick 5. It wasn't even 5. What was it, like 30 seconds, 45 seconds? Long enough for me to wash my hands. All right, we're going to get set up for... do we miss any workouts? We've maxed out a couple machines tonight. We've got calisthenics to do. Yeah, it was maybe 20 seconds. Let's do God, I don't know what else. We're gonna do calisthenics, but I don't want to do calisthenics yet. Let's go. Let's just start walking. We'll find something to do. Why not? We'll find something to do. If I stand here and think about it, I'm not gonna figure it out. Oop, bumped into something. Oh, I said I was gonna move that machine back. We'll move that machine back, and then we'll find something to do. I'm 5'11". 5'11". 173, 5'11". That'll do. That'll do. We do it at the end of the stream. It was in the way. It was in the way. It was in the wrong spot. I also work here, so I've got to keep everything adjusted the way it needs to be adjusted. I manage a gym. So, all right, let's figure it out, guys. We'll do some pull downs real quick. How about that? And then we'll move on to calisthenics. We're not going to use this bar though because it's not for this. So let's get this adjusted. probably don't put this on here. There we go. All right. And rotate that. All better. All right, I'll be right back, guys. All right. Let's rack it up, guys. Let's rack it up. We'll do 180 for the first set. Just get everything going, and then we'll see how it feels. We're gonna do full brick though. Full brick though tonight. Why not? We'll do one more set for full brick, and then it'll be calisthenic time. Whew. You can always get back into the gym. It's here for you. So, all right. I'm gonna grab one more set, full brick. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'll show you once we're done. Had to take a break. That makes sense. Hernia surgery is no joke. So hernia surgery is no joke. We'll do single arm. Why not isolate a little bit? Feel good? Whew. Single arm's a little bit heavier, single arm's a little bit harder. Whew. Everybody, full brick is a common term, at least here where I'm at. Might be common wherever you're at. We're gonna get ready for these calisthenics. We're gonna take a quick rest and then we're gonna do some calisthenics, guys. I'm gonna drink some more of my milk. I'm gonna check some notifications and then we'll get busy again. No, I do not, Andrew. I do not. We are natural. 100% natural. I try and activate them before the lift, so get them kind of, tighten them up, make sure, get them nice and active before you start that motion. And you can even feel around that area and feel when you're activating those muscles, then start your pull. I drink about 2 liters of water a day. 2 liters of water a day. Give or take. I mean, I don't measure it, but it's around that. I think you should go back. I don't think you'd run into as many problems as you think. I think you'd enjoy it. I think you'd enjoy it. $100% think you'd enjoy it. Nope, I don't smoke, I don't drink. I manage this gym. Yeah, I manage this gym. I'm the lead personal trainer, gym manager, all that stuff. So, but yeah, so I'm like a multi-tool here. Yeah, no drinking for me. I don't drink at all, and I don't smoke. Yep, 24 hours. It's almost 1 a.m. here. It's 12:23 right now. Whew. Take the hat off for a minute. Yeah, I mean, avoid the stuff that's gonna aggravate your prior injury, but no one's gonna like, no one's gonna say anything because you're taking it a little bit lighter after an injury. So, yeah, I'd be very careful with that. Well, so I sleep in typically because I'm up late, so I'm usually up till about 3 a.m. And then yeah, swimming's a great all-around resistance workout. So you can build a lot of muscle, a lot of endurance with swimming. Swimming's good. That may be a good option for you actually. Get you back into it the right way. But what was I gonna say before that? Yeah, so I sleep in, but that's mostly because I'm up until about 3 a.m. working. So improving on the bench, you've got a bench press. That's the thing. So there's movements you can do that'll help the bench, but if you want to grow on the bench, you have to be on the bench, increasing the weight progressively. Doing some heavy negatives maybe might help. Pin presses can help increase your bench. So different variations of bench press. Working each range of motion separately at heavier weights can help. Just make sure you have a spotter for that kind of stuff. I'm in South Carolina. Swimming would be a good option for you. Swimming would be a good option for you, 100%. But yeah, I'm located in South Carolina, Andrew. I'm checking my notifications now, guys. If anybody did any donations to the Buy Me a Coffee or anything, I'll do the thank you video after the stream, 100%. So we have snow on the ground, like a lot of it. I would say a lot for South Carolina, and not a lot for areas that get snow. But we've got, for here, we never get any snow. I am not a doctor. I am a trainer. I'm a fitness coach. I do training, nutrition coaching. I do a little bit of everything. Anything health and fitness related in a gym, I can help you with. Isolation can help you build large muscle, yes. But I try and add like one isolation per muscle group at least a week. So I do an isolated movement once a week for each muscle group. But typically I do all compound movements outside of that. But I like to isolate, like the bicep. I'll isolate my biceps on like a preacher curl, you know, or like isolation curls or something like that. Slow negatives work really, really well. A lot of people sleep on those slow negatives. If you're trying to get past like a sticking point on the bench or really any movement you can be spotted for, a slow negative can make such a difference. Yeah, try and avoid as much processed food as possible. I don't know who Justin Gaith is. I can look him up. Is it someone I should know who they are? I don't do celebrity names very well. So if it's a celebrity. A mixed martial artist? It's the beard. That's what it is. It's definitely the beard, right? I take creatine and I take pre-workout. Those are the two that I take personally. Lift heavy objects. That's what I do. My training philosophy is I eat well, sleep, and lift heavy objects. My saying I like is sleep, eat, lift heavy. or sleep, eat, fight gravity. Those are the two. Sleep, eat, fight gravity, repeat. Sleep, eat, fight gravity, repeat. That's what I do. All right, so creatine is a natural supplement. It's found in meat and things like that, but we can store a little bit more than we can get from our food typically. Creatine is basically going to help with muscle growth. It's going to pull moisture and hydration into the muscle itself and help it heal, help it grow, help it recover. That's why you get that little bit of water weight when you start taking creatine, because your muscles are storing or hydrating more, if that makes sense, right? And we can store more than we can normally take in food. You'd have to eat a lot of meats in general, and then have to be lean, but a lot of meats in general to get the amount of creatine that your body can actually use, right? So it helps with recovery, muscle size. To some extent, some people say it helps with their endurance. I haven't seen a big endurance effect with creatine. I mean, I have good endurance, but I didn't see a direct correlation personally. So I was never fat. No, I was very small at one point, but I was never fat. I would say creatine is a more effective supplement than BCAAs. I would say it is 100%. I didn't have any high school bullies. How's it going, Patty? I didn't have any high school bullies. I did decently in high school. So. Yeah, BCAAs are electrolytes, small broken down proteins, all kinds of stuff are involved there. But how's it going, boss? Long time no see.
How you doing? Everything good?
Hey, everything's going good. I was not surprised anybody made it in the snow tonight. So
I've been going to Planet Fitness for a couple of days, and they closed.
They're closed tonight?
Yeah, because it's snow. You know that.
Well, usually they're already there. They just stick around. So
I think they closed at like 7.
Oh, all right. It's good they're out of there, I guess.
Yeah,
Not everybody can drive
I always
in.
depend on this gym.
Oh yeah, we open.
Oh my God.
I powerlift. I don't play any sports outside of powerlifting. I don't make that recommendation to anybody. Awesome, Patty. I'm glad to hear it. That's awesome. 33 years. That's solid. Good stuff. I love Fairlife. I drink a full bottle of Fairlife every workout. Every workout. I do drink a pretty large amount of caffeine typically. Caffeine is definitely in my diet for sure. I drink usually about 2 to 3 cups of coffee a day. I just like strength sports. Strength sports are what I'm all about. I love moving heavy objects. That's why. It's just fun. It's pure for me. I like the feeling of lifting heavy things. Bodybuilding is great. They're more, the aesthetics are great. Don't get me wrong, but it's just not my gig. What was I talking about? I drink a lot of caffeine. Yes, so I drink probably between 2 to 3 cups of coffee a day, and then I have a shot of pre-workout typically, and then I have another cup of coffee usually at night. So we'll say probably 500 to 700 milligrams caffeine a day for me. Fairlife does equal gains. I don't know Boeing. I couldn't tell you. When I take just pure creatine monohydrate, I don't mix anything else into it. I don't take any of the special proprietary blends. No energy drinks, just pre-workout. I'd have to talk to you more about what caused the injury and what your recovery has been like. I couldn't give that kind of information and that kind of advice over the stream. I just don't know enough about you specifically. I've worked with people that have had hernia surgeries in the past, but it's something that you have to take very seriously and progress carefully. I'm from South Carolina, Melena. No injuries. Sorry, I missed that one earlier. Andrew, and then Justin. No injuries. No major injuries. Okay, so no major injuries. At one point, I had a slight tweak in my shoulder that ended up actually coming from my lat, right? So I had a slight lat injury, and though that shot pain into my shoulder for a little while. I'm 30 years old, Lemon. But other than that, nothing major. That was probably the most, the largest injury I've had. Have a good one, boss. And then I had a slight tweak in my neck at one point that had me down for a day. But other than that, nothing that's ever been significant and kept me out of the gym for more than 24 hours. So I recover pretty well. And both of them, I think, were related to rowing. I think I rowed either a little wonky, I pulled a little different than I usually do, and I just, little tweak. No, I won't ever go off of the natural, and I definitely haven't hit the top end. There's not really a top end naturally. As long as you're doing everything correctly, you can continue to progress. So we had weights, Raymond, at the prison I worked at, but they were for the guards. They took them off the yard a while back. So during the riots, they took them off the yard. So. Yeah, they had a weight room for the guards that used to be for the inmates. So at the prison I worked at, yeah, we had a weight room. I do compete powerlifting. A couple years back. It's been 3 years now, 3 or 4 years since I worked in a prison. Yeah, so the inmates didn't get weights, just the guards. In fact, the inmates typically would make their own weights, so they'd build like, you might know this, they build sandbags, or they fill bags with stuff that they make out of their bed sheets. That was how they made their weights, or they did a lot of body weight work. Nope, please, I'm all good still. What do I think about Anatoly? Anatoly's strong. I've got him on the bench, though. I've definitely got him on the bench. He's got me on the squat, but I've got Anatoly on the bench. Try and center yourself better if you're getting elbow pain from the tricep. Usually it's from leaning over one shoulder too much and isolating one side coming up further than the other. So make sure you're centering yourself and pulling straight down in front of your face. So we have a lot of people in here that I guess have experience with this. Yeah, so I think probably a lot of the country weights have come off the yard for most prisons, right? And honestly, it's for the exact reason that you think it is. We were told so, right? So the reason they took the weights off the yard here was 100% because the inmates were getting bigger and fitter than the guards. So they took the weights off the yard to try and prevent that. Because if you've never been in a prison or ever worked at a prison, you would expect guards to be relatively fit. They're generally not. You have a few fit guards, and usually they're on like the special teams and stuff because they are fitter. But most of your guards are not fit. They're not ready. So they tried to keep the inmates less fit, if that makes sense. Now obviously they keep that, quiet. They don't just broadcast that, but all right. Fleece is gone. You're not wrong. Inmates can get kind of crazy. Yeah, so and here in South Carolina, male and female guards work in the same units. So you have a lot of female guards and stuff, and when you've got a bunch of grown men, they're at a disadvantage a lot of the time too. So the weights originally came off the yards when there was some riots. They took weights off the yards, they took cash off the yards, they took tobacco off the yards, because all that used to be, and they got rid of conjugal visits at the same time. Like all of that disappeared. All that stuff was like was common, and then it just disappeared. And that caused a lot of tension, obviously, and there was definitely some riots out here. There was a major one. At one point, a long time ago, you could smoke in the prisons, yes. And they still do, they just aren't supposed to anymore. So they aren't supposed to anymore, but they definitely do. There was a couple of units that if you were working in those units, you could smell it all day. The units that had a little bit more money on them, you'd have people smoking tobacco all day. I can't give you a lot of advice in that situation over the stream. You'll have to email me. I'll put my email in the link or in the chat here in a minute. No, they definitely don't try and keep them fat and happy. I never ran any problems in the prison. It wasn't a difficult job. It was boring mostly. There wasn't a lot going on typically. So it's all about how you conducted yourself. Same thing with the prisoners. It's all about how you conduct yourself. I mean, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Most of the time, there's weapons involved anyways when it comes to disputes. At least here. California prison workouts. I'm sure they looked very similar. I mean, I had stuff thrown at me, but I was never physically attacked. No. Sunday's my rest day. Sunday's my rest day. But I was never physically attacked. No, I was never physically attacked. I had like trays thrown at me and stuff like that, but you were gonna have that happen. That was a given. So typically they wouldn't attack you if they didn't think it was gonna be an unfair fight. Because it's not a fair fight. I have vest and I have spray. It's not a good idea typically. If you got a guard that's a little less fit, maybe you get away with it. I was a prison guard. We've already pretty much finished the workout. I work out 6 times a week, yes. Now, would inmates try it? Sure, there's definitely inmates that would have tried it. I never had any problems with them. So I don't know about that, Lemon. I'm not. You're more than welcome to stop in the gym and say hello anytime. I'm always here, but I don't know if I'm doing any meetups right now. I don't. Pretty busy. Maybe in the future I'll plan a meetup. Have a good one, Justin. Glad I can motivate you. Have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. I'm going to toss my email and the buy me a coffee link. I'm 30 years old in the chat. I'm 30 years old. I turned 30 in December. This is my email for anybody that needs to get a hold of me for anything that we've talked about today. Appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I am married, yes. That I am certified, if that's what you're asking. I am a certified trainer, certified nutritionist, certified coach. So that's my email if anybody needs to reach me. And then the other link is the buy me a coffee link. It's the buy me a coffee link. You're funny, Andrew. You're funny. Hilarious, actually. Also, I'm not giving out my wife's name on stream. All right, so it doesn't sound like something she'd want me to do. Maybe one day she'll jump in front of the streams, though. Yeah, I don't see any problem with that, especially just starting out, getting a longer rest period haul. I'd actually recommend that.
Tripod.
Appreciate it, yeah. I finally upgraded.
Yeah.
It's not a bachelor's. It's all done through the same school that does the training certificates. They do multiple certifications. You just have to go back and get it. And it depends on you. So a lot of the fitness stuff is done, like the initial certification is done self-paced, but the nutrition can take a little longer. It's a little bit more intricate. It depends on what school you use as well. She does not lift. Let's see. Red light therapy. So red light therapy, I think it's more of a gimmick. I don't think it makes a big difference. I don't think it really does anything. I think all you're doing is sit in a red light. So hear me out. If red light therapy was, it is a big part of my life, but it doesn't have to be a big part of my wife's life. We have a lot of things we do that are in common. Lifting doesn't have to be one of them. She's big into art. I'm not big into art. Like, so you're allowed to have other hobbies. So she has other hobbies. This is what I do for a living. This is my big part of my life. So hear me out. Light therapy, right? So red light therapy has become a bit of a trend, right? And while it might have a slight effect, I can't say it does not have any effect. It is very, very small. It's very negligible in my opinion. I've never seen someone get more success in their fitness through red light therapy, right? During like fitness red light, like red effects and stuff like that, right? And red effect, I mean, you're doing a workout. I'm sure it's effective, but I can't say that the red light does anything for it. So, if it was so effective, every single public bathroom in America would have a red light in it to help stem the obesity crisis. So they would be taking full advantage of that. Because that's one of the claims, is that red light therapy helps you lose weight. It doesn't. Weight is purely a numbers game. Purely a numbers game. I think it's more mental than anything. But if you like it, you like it. That's up to you. I just don't think it's a big difference. I like to eat a lot of lean meat. You can build muscle without meat. But you're gonna need whole proteins, like with all your calories in, calories out. Ultimately, yeah. Meat is gonna help. Meat proteins are gonna help significantly. You're gonna build a lot slower without meat protein, or at least some dairy or some eggs. I don't recommend vegan or vegetarian diets typically. I've worked with vegetarians and vegans in the past. Their results tend to be slower, almost universally. I've never had someone that's vegan or vegetarian have better results or faster results than someone that's eating meat protein and dairy protein. So, and their macros are similar. You know, they have very similar macros. The two diets that I assign, it's just one is more effective. One is more effective. The proteins are higher quality. So. Yes, sir, Tommy. We can get bison here. We have it about, it's like $10 a pound here. Yeah, it's missing stuff. That's what I'm saying. You can get complete proteins if you eat multiple different sources of protein, but also, mind you, you're gonna have to eat a lot more of those things, and you're still not going to be getting the calories you need typically. And you're going to be missing on some nutrients that you want typically. So you're gonna need to supplement almost universally, unless you sit and eat all day, and even then it's going to be tough. So vegan isn't healthy. It's not necessarily sustainable long term. It is a moral choice though. If you are morally going that direction, that's up to you moral wise. But I'm talking from a health and fitness perspective. Do I make a lot of money? It's a very personal question. I don't know if I'll share my income over the stream, but I do well enough. I do well enough. Yeah, I'm not going to share my income over stream. That doesn't sound like a smart plan, I'm going to be honest. Yeah, now people are working out. People are getting it in. We're going to go hit one or two sets of pull-ups, and I'm going to call the stream because I said I'd do pull-ups. I was waiting for the gym to clear out, but... I mean, the question's fine. It's just not something I'm going to answer. I'm not mad that he asked the question, but it is a lot. It is a pretty big piece of information to be fair, Jake. Yeah. Do I eat pizza? So I'll eat once in a blue moon. I do have pizza, but it's a very healthy pizza. I do a whole grain crust, and I do a lean chicken, and I do mozzarella cheese and very light red sauce with no added sugar. So it's a healthy pizza. I don't have any cheat days. I don't do cheat days. It's all good. If someone wants to write a book on me, that's cool. That'd be awesome. No, I don't ever feel sore, Pray. I don't ever feel sore. Hold on, guys. Close the door over. He's about to hit the bag, and I don't want to have that noise going on in the background. I do glute work, yes. I do isolate. I'm actually, believe it or not, I'm actually certified. Do I have the? Hold on, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get the certification down. I have the actual physical certification with me here. All right, you guys ready for this? So this is actually my ISSA. I'll hide my personal information here. My ISSA certified glute specialist. I went back and took a class, actual credit hours for this, and got certified in glutes. I'm very good at glute work. It was a full class all on its own to learn how to best train glutes because it's such an important muscle group. So it's such an important muscle group. I'm back. Hold on. Let me see what I missed in the chat. I don't typically eat liver. We might do a glute workout in the future. Not tonight. We might do a full glute day and just show you guys some cool glute workouts. But it is an area of specialty for me. I'll tell you what. So I was actually on the phone with my with the coach, my school coach, right? So he kind of like makes all my recommendations for me. For like, hey, you should try this certification. You should try this class. But he was on the phone with me, and he was like, hey, you should. What do you want to do next? And I was just like, we could probably mail one out to you. I'll put the information in the chat at some point. It's through the gym, so it's through the gym. I can't give them away. You'd have to pay for them. I couldn't give them away. They're not mine. So I was on the phone with my student counselor essentially, right? So I'm like, hey, what are the new certifications out? What should I grab? And they were going through all these things, right? These really cool things, like things for elderly certifications, work with elderly people, geriatric. They had things for like, I took a powerlifting course, obviously, and there's a bodybuilding one, and they're like, there's one for calisthenics, and they're like, and there's a glute specialization. I was like, that's what I'm doing right there. As soon as they said it, I was like, glute specialization, I'm there all day. Like that's an awesome certification to have. Like what? It's a no-brainer. No-brainer. Everybody wants to build their butt. Like that's just a given, right? Washing raw meat and eating it raw. I don't tend to eat raw meat. I know that there is some benefits to eating high-quality raw meats, but there's also some risks. I couldn't make a recommendation either way. The proteins obviously are super high quality in its raw form, but you do have some risks involved with eating raw meat. I gotta keep an eye on my my battery life here too. So I put my email in the chat. I'll put it back in the chat if you have any questions on training or anything. I also have a glute program. If you're interested in a glute program, it's on my website. That's my website. I have a glute specific program on my website. And that is all glute training. So if you're trying to build your butt, that program works. There's a lot of speed bag sounds in the background, but that guy gets it. He's doing good stuff. He's a cool dude. I don't mind him being in here doing speed bag. It's his gym too, you know what I'm saying? He's a member just like everybody else. He gets in here, he wails on a speed bag for a little while. So, I mean, he's getting it for real. Yeah. He'll calm down here in a second on it though. He usually does a few rounds. So. I don't think we're going to get the chance to do our calisthenics tonight, I'm going to be honest, guys. I might cut the stream. We might do calisthenics tomorrow, just because I don't want to go out there and interrupt the speed bag work, and it's going to be a lot of noise. So I might call the stream here tonight because I got to get home and get some sleep. So, so yeah, let me call the stream here, guys. I'm going to go get some sleep and get buttoned up for the night. I'm 30 years old. I'm gonna get sorted up for the night, and I'm gonna go eat, sleep. Tomorrow we'll kick off some calisthenics. Maybe we'll do some weighted pull-ups, weighted push-ups tomorrow. Maybe some weighted dips. But I think we're gonna be waiting a while for the gym to clear out, and I don't have that much time. So hopefully in the future I'll be able to stream for longer periods of time. Once we're monetized, it'll make a difference. Nice, Raymond. Awesome. It's almost 1 a.m. here now, but I've been streaming for almost a little over 2 hours. But I appreciate you guys all being here, as always. I'll see you guys tomorrow around the same time. I'll see you guys tomorrow around the same time. 10:30, 11 o'clock. Y'all have a good one.